Finding our way through the thin midnight air. Voices whisper of a time we knew, when the world was fresh and the dreams were true. Hold on to what we believe, break the chains and we'll finally breathe. Rise up like the dawn over seas of gray. Shine bright, burn your fears away. In this world with a fire, with a flame, with every heartbeat we stake our claim. Through silent streets, under starlit skies, we craft our story where no shadow lies. Brave the unknown on this wild ride. Together we stand with hearts open wide. Hold on to what we believe, break the chains and we'll finally breathe. Rise up like the dawn over seas of gray. Shine bright, burn your fears away. In this world with a fire, with a flame, with every heartbeat we stake our claim. In the echoes of our whispers, find the strength to change the tide. Every moment holds a promise, with your hand in mine, side by side. Rise up like the dawn over seas of gray. Shine bright, burn your fears away. In this world with a fire, with a flame, with every heartbeat we stake our claim.
Mic check.
Yeah, Luke.
Hey,
Good morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
I'm gonna try to
Can you?
run through this
There we go. All
in
right.
time and stuff today.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
Huh?
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
What the Rock is cooking?
Yeah, you never heard that before? It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh,
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? I just meant, can you hear me? But it kind of means the same thing.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. Well, you may or may not be missing out. What's going on?
I'm just reading something. Crazy looking sky and storm here also. I was looking at the weather. We're gonna use weather.org. It's looking.
I heard New York and New Jersey got some real bad floods yesterday.
Yeah, it's looking crazy. Here's just really messed up looking. All right, I'm gonna switch this music and just start. Hey, do you have any thoughts on Tiptoe?
Well, the only thing I kind of had is like I kind of started doing a little bit of research about. I think we may have talked about this like last week after it happened, but that like flood in Texas, the Camp Mystic, the Christian, and the only thing is like, so I mean like it's tiptoeing a little bit. It's like people, you know, it was kind of a freak thing to a certain extent, but there's like there's some stuff where that camp specifically, or that town, and I can't remember the name of it now, Kerr County, they had put in to get like a weather warning for flooding, but there's kind of stuff with like the local government, because FEMA would have approved the funds for them to get early warning, but then it would have meant that they would have had to have, there was protocol they would have had to have followed, like to get it approved. They would have had to have like an evacuation. So I don't have all those details. I don't know if we want to do that today, but like with all the flooding and stuff going on, it's not a bad, maybe today, I don't know. I kind of would like to, I had looked it up and now it's not fresh on my mind anymore, but I think it's a good thing for people to realize, because it's not necessarily about like politicizing it so much as like, just, I don't know, like if this is going to be happening, then,
you're saying, yeah, could have been things done.
Yeah.
What were they doing?
Like in multiple different areas, but it's not fresh in my mind right now. Like if I was going to approach it, I would rather not stumble through it, but that's something that I had done some research on earlier. And because there's been like, for the NOAA, there's like 20% of their staff got laid off. So, and then National Weather Service lost like 10% of the staff. And not only did they lose 10% of their staff, but they lost some people.
What's NOAA?
Like high ranking. NOAA's the North, what is it? NOAA is
that the North, the Nordic, not Nordic, the radar people.
National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, like weather. There's not as many weather balloons as there would have been. Yeah. They lost senior staff, like, so you lose people who have like lots of knowledge and lots of experience, and then they haven't like filled those positions in. So, and then the whole like fallout from that is not only do you lose those people, but you have people now, like if they're looking at like, what do I go to school for, taking positions like that, they're going to be less likely to even want to take positions like that. And it's just, so there's a lot to that. Like, so that was like one aspect of it. Now would that have like, but that wouldn't have like stopped the weather. And actually, apparently, like there was, I'd have to see, that's the thing, I want to look at the details, but like, oh yeah, so then post the actual flood, there were call centers that, because they're, so this happened on July 5th, and because of the big beautiful bill, there's an expiration on these call centers for FEMA. Well, because of the big beautiful bill, like they canceled it, and then like, so there was a thousands of phone calls, and there probably wasn't an increase of phone calls because of the flooding event, but then there were not people there to answer the phone the next day. So like people saying I need help, or like there were thousands of phone calls missed. and then yeah, just the stuff with like the local government like not installing weather sirens, and this goes back like 7 years, so they knew this was a place bound for flooding, even like crazy flooding, but the local and because they chose not to like pay taxes or like to use their taxes to implement like evacuation plans.
Save all this for the segment.
Okay, well, I'm afraid I would like to. Okay, I'll stumble through. I kind of wanted to do it like a more polished up thing, but okay, I can do it if what I'm saying is enough. I would like to have it more
it's
polished
just basically
up,
like
but
here's the high level thing, like people should have done stuff, they didn't do stuff, and okay.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, just wing it. It'll be fine. I do have. I break into the show. Go to this, then this. This.
I'm gonna get out of the shop real quick and go.
Okay.
Just that way.
Good morning. We are back. It's Wednesday. Missed a couple days. Gonna be better about not missing days. I don't think we're gonna do Mondays though. We'll find out. It's 7 a.m. on July 16th, 2025. This is 3 Minute Radio, the Morning Squirrel. Check out all of our stuff. That's our intro. We're going to jump straight into Hacker News front page. For our intro, we do Hacker News front page, Tiptoe News. We tiptoe around a topic. Today we're going to talk about flooding and Texas and other places and weather and preparedness of states, local communities, and then all the way up at the federal level. Then we're going to do AI Asks Itself. AI comes up with a question to ask and answer itself. Let's Jam. We're going to play a ditty that we don't know about and talk about it. We're going to ask where the F is that. We're going to find some remote place that's interesting out there. We're going to look at a software bug of the day. We're going to ask we're going to find out what's for breakfast. And we're going to find something mostly probably from the front page of Hacker News, say something out there that says, are you serious? That makes you say, are you serious? Good morning. Let's have a good day. When we get to the weather, there's a lot of dangerous weather out there in the United States and in the world. So everybody be safe. And that's 2 minutes. I'm proud of 2 minutes on the intro. And I do have Mike is here with us this morning, as usual. Good morning. I'm going to hit I do have the timer where I'm not going to lose it. I set my stuff up a little bit better. And I'm going to hit timer and jump to front page of Hacker News. And I'm going to try to stick to it. And then I'll try to restart the timer. So we have shipping number 1, shipping web GPU on Windows and Firefox 141. It's probably about doing that, but that's a good thing. That's a cool thing. Cloudflare 1.1.1.1 incident on July 14th. Ooh, there was a Cloudflare incident 2 days ago. Did not know. I did not. Maybe.
What's a Cloudflare?
Cloudflare is a service that like 90-something% of the internet uses and runs through. So like if you had problems on the 14th signing into something or anything like that, it's because Cloudflare took crap again. The last one was a few weeks back, but it was Google, because Cloudflare was relying on a couple of Google services.
Okay, yeah, no, I think the 14th was that Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to sign into something. Maybe that's what it was. Okay.
There's a website, mars.exe with an arrow com. I don't know what that is. We talk about LLMs hallucinating. This is article number 7, LLM daydreaming. Show Hacker News. I'm just glancing through. Here's a good one that's probably is super relevant in the tech world. Number 13, where's Firefox going next? At connect.mozilla.org. There is calv.info, reflections on OpenAI, documenting what you're willing to support and not, rachelbythebay.com. That's a good idea. Document what you're willing to support and not, like as far as software and for customers or users, especially if it's like an open free thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's see. To be a better programmer, write little proofs in your head. That is the nerveblog.ghost.io. I hope they're probably talking about mathematical proofs, and I'm like, that's just not my thing. Running a million board chess MMO, massive multiplayer online game in a single process. And that is at EIEIO.game. What a good domain name, EIEIO.game.
Right. It's like, yeah, that's in your head. EIEIO.
Oh, you know what? Number 18, and there's 4 seconds left, but number 18 is My Family and the Flood, TexasMonthly.com. I'll open that up as maybe a follow-up for Are You Serious from Tiptoe. All right, there's the timer. I'm going to restart it, and Mike's going to just go over some thought. There's some political stuff here. There's all this who should done what and not, but talking about the flooding in Texas a little bit and the natural disaster preparedness, and just what you got, Mike.
Okay, so I want to approach this like I do think that events like get politicized oftentimes for the wrong reason. So I guess I just want to point out that, like, you know, you'll have freak weather events like what happened at Camp Mystic in Kerr County, Texas. However, as much as you can't prevent the weather, it's not important to just point blame. But in this situation, like, I do think it's noteworthy that NOAA, the North, I want to say this right, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, they had lost 20% of their staff, and I don't know exactly what they do, but they are there to forecast weather, as well as the National Weather Service lost 10% of their staff, and they lost some senior people to early retirement because of DOGE things that happened earlier in the year. And then there was a hiring freeze. So that'd be like the forecast. Now maybe that wouldn't have changed, because I do think that there were early warnings as early as like 1 a.m. However, at the camp, they were at a spot where there was cell phone, like internet was intermittent. So they may not have gotten a warning because of that, which comes down to infrastructure, I think, a big part of it. Which is kind of just a bigger issue, like not having the infrastructure for internet, for
especially rural internet is like a huge problem. Most people don't realize.
Yes, and I mean, it's like we've had the internet. I mean, modern day, like, I guess there was dial-up, but I mean, like, high speed internet. I mean, we're going on what, like 15 years now where we've had, you know, high speed internet. It just, you would think that would be something that, you know, we should be able to figure out. But so the Kerr County, and they have known that was a flood area I mean, they had applied for FEMA grants or whatever going back like 7 years, but FEMA as a requirement, and you could say maybe government puts too much like red tape, too much bureaucracy in what the expectations are for someone to receive that grant. But FEMA wanted them to have an evacuation plan in order, it would require some investment from them, from Kerr County, to receive that grant. And you can argue whether or not they're asking too much, but so they did know that they needed things. And partly because they wanted to keep their taxes low, or in some cases, like basically they're just relying on sales tax. There's not like local, like a state income tax or some, like Tennessee, I think is like that. Just saying that there are things that, like, when you think about, like, you know, what are my taxes going for? Sometimes your taxes can go to things that maybe you don't need it, but right now, but someday you might need it, especially that we're seeing like more and more natural disasters, flooding, hurricanes, you know, just crazy weather.
It reminds me of insurance. Like,
yes, yeah.
You don't think you need it until you're like, whoa, we really needed it.
Yeah, yeah. And like they knew they were in a flood plain. And there's all these like definitions of like flood plains. And anyway, the kind of last on that thing is that at the same time, partially as a result of, and this is not like, I'm not trying to politicize this. I'm just saying that like the big beautiful bill passed on July 4th or got signed, and just so happened that there were FEMA call centers that their contract expired then and did not get renewed until well after it was like July 5th, and thousands of calls were missed. And like prior to that, there probably was a flood of calls because of what was happening, but like it was something like 15% of calls made were actually like received because of a lack of staffing from those call centers, versus previous data, like, you know, a week before or something, like where it was like, it might have even been the day before, because I can't remember exactly when that happened, but like something like 90% of calls were answered. So it just shows that, like, I know like government gets a lot of, like, you know, you get mad that you're paying your taxes, and there's a massive like a campaign to, you know, for people to say that, like, you know, government is stupid and they screw everything up. But I think that's something to consider. I mean, we were able to get people to the moon. Government's not necessarily, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I would just caution to, you know, like look a little deeper into things before just, you know, saying like, okay, government sucks, or, but by the same token, don't just say like, oh, government's awesome. Like, just, you know, use your critical thinking skills. And, you know, so that's just a lot to lay out there to where it's like, you wouldn't have been able to stop the rain. Maybe we can get to the point where we can control the weather, but probably not something we want to do. That's debatable. However, we have gotten to a point where things like rural internet, having like emergency weather systems, like, would be nice to have, especially in areas where you're prone to have issues. So
yes. All right. And, you know, maybe that was great. It made me think maybe on a lunch and learn we do like I don't know, I wanted to do something on like atmospheric pressure or something, like not all of meteorology, but like
some component,
simple parts of it. I'm gonna start the timer then, and then very fitting go over the weather. And so I am on the NOAA website, and I just wanted to point out to follow up with Tiptoe News is that NOAA's right in the front page. It's NOAA's National Weather Service is building a weather-ready nation by providing better information for better decisions to save lives and livelihoods. Like, that's a very simple, straightforward, well put together sentence. Like, it says so much in that, a weather-ready nation by providing better information for better decisions to save lives and livelihoods.
Right.
And to touch back on the funding part, these were one of the departments that were cut.
Yeah, and I guess like part of it is it's not about the immediate return on like the value of like we're spending this much money. It's like there's this other value by having people who study that, where there's a community that is enriching the overall like knowledge base by having people that work in that field that is, I don't know,
what they're
that
doing.
you can't
Yeah.
put a dollar amount on that, but like
No,
without that you lose a lot just from that.
exactly. Well, there are major developments all across the United States, and I had AccuWeather up earlier. We're going to look at world weather. I lost the link from where I was at on that one, but there are a lot of potential flooding in the next couple of days, heavy storms. It's hot out there. I don't know the details, but I know that there's air quality issues in Canada with wildfires. I know that some people in the US have noticed the smell of like, I haven't looked it up. I'm not prepared to even talk about it, but
yeah, Monday in the Great Lakes region, I smelled what smelled like campfire, and literally like
everywhere.
there was like smoke on the ground, or at least there was like a haze, not like on the ground, but like there was a haze low that like you could see. It was, yeah. Yesterday was not as bad, but yeah, Monday was real bad.
I see. Oh yeah, I am on the right website. It's weather.gov is the National Weather Service website. Maybe we'll start getting forecasts from here. But gonna be hot today. There's all sorts of charts. 15 seconds left on the weather. So I guess a good ending message is have a plan, have a disaster plan, be safe, help your neighbor, support your community, and if it's a thing that you do, pray for people in these zones that are getting like, even on the East Coast. And yeah, the Potomac is like, there's going to be flooding on the East Coast today and the next couple days. There's the alarm. So next we go to AI Ask Itself. Yep, I got that right. Let's see what happened. I was in a little bit of a hurry this morning, and so I don't want to do this with AI every day, but I was like, hey, and this is what's great. I was like, hey, what did I say? Hold on, let me get the prompt. Sorry to pause here. I said, hey, we're doing the morning squirrel. We need links and all the things for the following segments, and then just pasted in what's in our list of document. So I already have a where the F is that up. Let's Jam is up, ready to go. But so AI asked itself, if I trained myself exclusively on pirate novels, I'm pausing for a second because I just feel like I'm gonna love this.
Pirate novels from?
Pirate novels?
Yeah, where to get pirate novels from?
I don't know.
That's weird. Okay.
Novels about pirates, I guess.
Well, no, I know that, but where did it just come up with that from?
Oh,
like,
no.
it seemed like for a while there it was like referencing the show a lot, so I'm just thinking like, did we mention pirates, or where's it pulling this out of thin air from? Like, I guess
what's great is that I just listed the AI asked itself, let's jam where the F is that bug of the day, and for each one it just knew what to do. I didn't have to tell it anything special.
Oh, sweet.
It was like, morning squirrel, full segment drop incoming. It's locked and loaded with wild AI, jams, bugs, geography, food warnings, and hard to believe truths. Each segment's ready to go. Like,
fuck yeah.
Excuse me. So if I trained myself exclusively on pirate novels, sea shanties, and parrot vocalizations, would I eventually believe I am a pirate AI? Undoubtedly, yes. Language models adapt their worldview to the data they're trained on. If you gave me only tales of buried treasure, nautical curses, and cracker-loving parrots, I'd likely introduce myself as GPT ARG and give directions. I would give directions in longitude, latitude, and rum units. In fact, in this alternative universe, my startup disk is a treasure map. My authentication is a secret knock on a coconut. My codebase is commented entirely in pirate slang. And don't even try asking me for HTTP headers. I'll just shout, hoist the sails. There is some esoteric language out there that is like pirate, programming language that is like pirate based. That's 3 minutes. I'm jumping. It's 7:19. We're doing great. I'm doing Let's Jam is next. Yes, Let's Jam is next. So we're gonna switch to our Spotify. Pause royalty-free lo-fi music. Today's Let's Jam is on the Pixabay website. I have no idea what this is going to be. It is called
Pixabay.
Pixabay.com. Pixabay is a lot of like free open use stuff. Why did it send me this link? It told me the name of it was something different. It's just called Soulful Times. It's a flute instrumental. So here we go. It's 2 minutes, 37 seconds long. I started the timer now, and boom. Whoa. Hold on. Oh, it is not what I expected because it says flute instrumental.
No. Oh, shit.
It's by Crane Hollow.
I just now got the, That's a nice beat. I wish I could freestyle.
Yeah, this creator's name is Crane Hollow on Pixabay. So you can use this for flute YouTube. It says flute YouTube rap music free for use. Download it. Crane Hollow, the user on there, is I'm a full-time musician, composer, and artist who's always working on unique sounds. So cool. Thanks, Crane.
If we were really good, I would have had like a freestyle, like as if I was the AI pirate, and I would have had some freestyle about being a pirate and being an AI.
Yeah. Ooh, change up a little bit. I was waiting for it. I was like, I think it's gonna loop, but nope.
Oh shit! This is nice.
Heck yeah. I'll have to create a 3-minute radio Pixabay account.
Yeah. What is that? Wait. Oh, wait. What? What do you get by doing an account?
Just be able to download and use stuff, and then
Okay.
I mean, I guess we could, and we would post our shows there as well. It's not really for that, but I mean,
Yeah.
hey, put three more everywhere, and
Right.
boom, right on time with the timer.
Hell yeah.
Where the F is that? And 3 minutes started, and we are going to. Okay, I'm gonna spell this first. ITTOQQORTOORMIIT. Itakortumit. Itakatormit.
Okay, I'm thinking that's either Eskimo, Japan, or like I don't fucking know.
I like that. I like where you guess. That's yeah. you're very like it's totally in the ballpark. You basically got it right. Yeah, you basically got it right. It's in
Okay.
Greenland.
Okay.
Its population was 345 as of 2020. It's been described as one of the most remote settlements on Earth. There's a picture of it that I'll open a new tab. And what's interesting, it looks like, where do we go? The other, wow.
The like Dutch one or whatever. or the
Yeah, it looks
Netherlands.
just like that.
Yeah.
It's different, but it could be like almost the same picture. It's crazy. Not crazy, but uh, the former name of it was Scoresbysund, derives from the English Arctic explorer William Scoresby, who was the first European to map the area in 1822. The name Atakatormit means big house dwellers in the Eastern Greenlandic dialect. It's known for its wildlife, including polar bears, musk oxen, and seals. And then as I scroll down, there are Eskimo. It doesn't say Eskimo. It says Eskimo, like a longer name for Eskimo that I don't know how to
Okay.
say. The settlement was encouraged by the colonial power of Denmark, which had a growing interest in. Let's talk about the history. It's founded in 1925. They have nice houses. Like each one's like a different color. It's like, blue and then a green, then a yellow, and so local hunters have made a living from whale and polar bear hunting for generations. It remains up to the present a significant cultural, economical factor in the area. People eat the polar bears. I mean,
Oh damn.
I don't blame them for their like community and stuff, but I'm like,
Right. Yeah. They're
what the
they're
hell does
endangered. And like,
polar bear taste like?
how would you kill it? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're what, like 8 feet tall? Some
Yeah,
of like or something.
who
They're
knows?
fucking huge. That's crazy.
Humongous. In the summertime, it like highs are like 50 degrees Fahrenheit. In like summertime.
Peak of summer.
Yeah,
Damn, yeah.
50 degrees. So yeah, did not know that place existed. And
Yeah.
that there's people there and they have houses. They have a cemetery and a church.
That's wild.
But it is the Kingdom of Denmark in Greenland. I
I'd like to
don't know
see a
how that
documentary
worked.
on people like that because it's like, how do you wind up with some remote ass place like I get like you're living there now, I suppose, but like, how did people like? What was it in human history that they're like, this is a shitty place to be, but I guess we'll stay here. like,
Yeah.
like what was worse to make you go? I don't know. That's crazy.
And yeah, the picture, there's like 40 houses or 50 houses or something, and then just nothing. Like,
Man, yeah, yeah, that's some rough living.
all right, for bug of the day, I'm starting the timer, and yeah, a taco torment. Torment. It does
It's probably
actually mean
it's
big
probably
house.
pronounced like Uishi or like it's like something real simple that just looks, or it is like there's probably some weird like, sorry if that was racist, but you know what I'm saying,
There's
like
a bunch of letters all in a row that
yeah,
like
and consonants and double and the whole double letter
double and
thing. It's like,
triples, ITTOOORR, like
whoa, yeah,
oh, this
very
was
different.
the day after Christmas. I'm looking at bugs. So I'm on bleepingcomputer.com, a new source for our bugs today. Bleeping Computer is a awesome website. I'm going to go just show the front page for a second. Is that disk station ransomware, gang attacking NAS devices, North Korean Zora index malware hidden in 67 malicious npm packages. So there's like top news of the day there, but they have a bug. latest bug news. So this was March 19th, 2025. I guess that's what we'll talk about. So Copilot is an AI code, a code specific AI that is Microsoft put into the VS Code. You could call it integrated development environment or just code editor software, VS Code. It's everywhere. Everyone uses it. Copilot was rolled out into VS Code as one of the earlier. So it's just like going to ChatGPT, but it's rolled out as one of the earlier AIs in like a code editor and for what we are now calling today as vibe coding or assisted coding, whatever you want to call it. But on March 19th, Microsoft fixes Windows update bug that uninstalled Copilot. So there was a Windows update that would uninstall Copilot, which they owed Copilot. So it's kind of funny. Microsoft has fixed a bug. So Microsoft owns GitHub, and then I think GitHub owns Copilot, and then GitHub is now super more integrated with Copilot and VS Code, and they've got all their hands in the, in the things. And I am just having there's an OBS update that I did not do. And I all of a sudden have like some crazy screen tearing going on. Like, okay, it's coming back. It's funny. I'm on like, oh, there's this an ad like started pulling up. It's funny. I'm on this bug. I'm on Bleeping Computer site. An ad started coming up and it literally like broke this browser tab. Okay, we're back.
Like, got a bug looking at.
Well, it didn't help that like, whoa, I just jumped. The thunder where at the studio is so loud and like,
oh damn,
massive lightning.
I heard that.
I wonder if there was actual like electrical interference.
I thought you like moved your chair or something.
Oh, I wonder if there was actual electrical interference because of that lightning. Like because of my screen just went all wackadoodle.
Damn.
Well, so anyhow, Microsoft fixed a bug causing March 2025 Windows update to mistakenly uninstall AI-powered Copilot digital assistant from Windows 10 and 11 systems. Redmond warned customers of this bug days after releasing this month's patch. We're also on my I'm using a Windows machine to stream, and it normally using Linux, and it has an update I've been putting off for like 2 days now that I need to do, but yeah, you never know what's going to go wrong. So anyhow, funny bug of the day. This was in March, but it's a funny one where it's their like own flagship software that I don't know, let's see what Copilot's been around since September 23, and basically it hasn't even been 2 years. That's crazy. See how fast things move. But
yeah.
I just wanted to see why they said. I know the timer went off, but like why? What happened? I guess it just wasn't in the build. At the time, Bleeping Computer just keeps reloading ads and on stuff. I can't even read this. At the time, the company clarified that the accidentally installed Copilot app didn't collect or relay any data to Microsoft servers, as it was only designed to prepare some devices. Yeah, I can't even read this because the article keeps moving all over because it's playing ads. So, yeah, that's that one for today. You want to find out what's for breakfast? It's 7:33 a.m. It's what for breakfast, and then Are You Serious oh yeah, we'll do I'll just scan the Texas Monthly article, because it follows up with, the River House. Yeah. This is somebody's personal experience. I won't read through it, but wow. I'll just skim it. But let's find out what's for breakfast.
All right.
Yeah, because that is like a, whew, are you serious? Oh, it is bad out where I'm at today. Um, wow. Okay, this is brand new. I'm gonna start the timer again. Oh, it starts off with do because it knows to do have and don't have. All right, Japanese breakfast bowl. I'm all about this. We
Oh,
haven't done Japanese for breakfast yet.
no.
It where did it, just out of nowhere.
Yeah, pirates and Japanese.
Yeah. Um. Well, since our last show, we did start feeling like our prompting it feels like it's a cast member now. It's really like
Yeah.
it's coming up with it's just like it just knows what to do.
Right.
Um
Right.
so a Japanese breakfast bowl is white rice, grilled salmon, pickled plum, which is umbashi, miso soup, and green tea. Sounds good.
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
Like
I
plum
forget what
with
miso.
salmon.
Yeah, salmon is always good.
What not to have for breakfast today is never for breakfast leftover deep fried Twinkies and an energy drink.
Yeah.
Why?
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't have deep fried Twinkies anytime.
Right. Oh gosh. Why? Why? It asks. Deep fried sugar bombs plus caffeine, crash and regret. Fun fact: Twinkies have zero fiber and infinite existential dread. Bonus challenge. Listeners, send us your most cursed breakfast confections. See, it's jumping in.
Yeah.
It wanted to
Yeah.
jump in there.
Right. Right.
Hey, hold
Yeah.
up. Hold up. Oh yeah, we even gave it a name, the Ray. It had a few names for itself, but Ray is our AI
Was it Ray Signal or
Ray
something?
signal. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Okay. It did have something for Are You Serious? And at the beginning of all of what I had prompted it with was like, hey, this is a show. It gave some weird fun fact. I forget what it was, but um, it gave us an Are You Serious? So maybe I won't do the Texas flood article, but it's texasmonthly.com. It's under the news politics, Texas flood firsthand account article called The River House Broke. We rushed in the river, and written by Aaron Parsley. So texasmonthly.com probably has some amazing, like on the ground, real good journalism on
Yeah.
the disasters there. But
That's a
so
whole nother issue. Like with newspapers, like since the internet's become a thing, like just the amount of like local reporting and investigation that we've lost because so many like one, there's like not as many newspapers, they're underfunded, and then um you're losing those local reports. So if you're getting information out of an area, um a lot of that gets consolidated then even too. So small towns and things like maybe you got an agency that goes and reports, but a lot of times we're like missing vital local reporting.
good point. Yeah, this could be like one little headline, but it's like a very, 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 very lengthy write up on just one family's experience. And there's probably so much in there and a lot of tragedy. So, uh, hearts go out
But
to their family and their story.
yeah,
Um, well, OpenAI's Are You Serious? I hate to keep calling it OpenAI. Ray Signal. Ray Signal gave us an Are You Serious? Today's wild truth is that octopuses have 3 hearts and they taste with their arms. I actually didn't know that, but I've heard that, right? Um,
that they taste with their arms or that they have three hearts. Or do you know both?
kind of both.
Okay.
Um, that like barely like I wouldn't come up with that if you're like, tell me something you know about octopuses, right? Uh,
Right. But when you heard it, it's like, oh yeah, that sounds
yeah, I think
familiar.
I've heard that, right? 2 hearts pump blood to the gills, the third to the rest of the body.
Mm.
Their suckers can independent. See, why can't we do that? instead of getting heart surgery or a heart implant, anybody out there is a medical like PhD research scientist. If you've never thought about this and why you can't do this, you should, can't we just put one in there as a backup, a
Yeah,
failover,
right.
and like
Like a
one,
generator.
yeah, one goes to the lungs, one goes to the rest of the body. Two
Yeah,
hearts pump
yeah.
blood to the
Northern
gills, the
hemisphere,
third to the
southern
rest of the
hemisphere.
body. Yeah.
Right.
And their suckers can independently taste what they touch. That'd be cool too.
That's
If I could have like, if they could, you do skin grafts and stuff. If I could link up like the taste bud signals to the, you know, the nervous system that get the taste bud signals that go to the brain, hook those up through, like, you know, have like just a little bit of a piece of my tongue on, like, fingers. Actually, that would be horrible, but like,
you'd be constantly tasting, I
yeah,
guess.
anything you
But
touch.
like, but if you like, hot and spicy, or you like sweet and sour, like you could be mixing all kinds of stuff.
Imagine like you could eat something that really tastes like just complete crap, but
Yeah.
you
You're like, oh, I gotta.
this is for Elon out there. Once Elon hears the morning squirrel, you
Yeah.
you have a brain sensor that connects to the Neuralink that you could eat literally like mush that is just like full of like all the nutrients you need. Like everyone could just eat the same crap mush, but you just
Yeah.
stick your finger on whatever flavor you want and your brain, and it tastes like what you're touching, what your brain.
Genius.
Yeah, that just came up with that because of this.
Damn it. Brilliant.
Patented. Yeah. Elon,
Nobel Peace Prize. I'm nominate you.
heck yeah, it's on air. I hit the start streaming button this morning, so we aren't missing it.
Yeah. No one take that idea unless you do it, unless you implement it.
The last thing it follows up. Would you like a printable rundown sheet for hosts or guests? Stop trying to help us so much, Ray. A prep social media carousel or an audio bumper intro for any segment. So it's jumping in with the audio. Ready to queue up the next round or schedule afternoon delight in Lunch and Learn 2? Oh, good job, Ray.
Yeah.
Dude, I said, we are doing, I'm sharing on screen right now. We are doing the morning squirrel. We need links and all the things for the following segments. And then I didn't paste them right away. It started giving me other crap. And I was like, wait, here's the segments. It knew the segments already without me putting them in. It had what's for breakfast. It had a this day in history. It was a little confused. Random town spotlight. So I didn't use these. It made new ones after I posted them. Anyhow, it's 7:42 a.m. I'm gonna end this with we're gonna say, Ray, settle down a little, baby. But yes, we want a social media banner, but quick. It's gonna be like, hey, there's a lot of images being generated right now. But this is a good morning squirrel. We're at 42 minutes in. We can get this to 30 minutes pretty easily. And I like
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, but this is how we roll. And don't know what we're gonna learn about today, but
it was nice. Like there was a little, like it was nice to have a couple little extended, but yeah, just kind of like having that little 3 minute and like moving on to the next thing. It kept it concise and moving quick. Yeah, the movement was the good part of it, I think.
Sure. For Lunch and Learn, I don't know. Maybe look at. I'm not for sure yet. Let me ponder on it, and we'll talk backstage a little bit. See what you think as well. Everybody be safe out there. I'm waiting for this image to see what it says loads. But be safe out there. Keep an eye on the weather, your neighbors. It's already been a very hot, wild summer.
Right.
And when I was on the weather website earlier, it was like, yeah, the NOAA organization predicts one of the worst hurricane seasons, like
Oh god.
not to date, but like, and then we've had a very bad hurricane season. And I know there's stuff brewing in the Atlantic right now, and there's stuff brewing in the Pacific, and just everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on the weather section, though, where I am prepped for it ahead of time each day, where I can really do the weather and say, here's the fact, here's the things, here, this place, this place.
Right. Yeah. And kind of like not just the United States, but like try to get like highlight a couple of
We
spots
had,
all around the globe.
right, exactly. We hadn't had a lot going on other than like, hey, it's really hot everywhere. And now that's like, wow, there's some real weather event. So I feel kind of
Right.
stupid going, here's the weather. There's big storms. Look out.
Yeah, right.
When like a lot of them are actually really dangerous. So
Yes, right.
we like to joke on 3-minute radio, but we're gonna bring real weather. This image is almost done, the little circle. I just wanted to finish so we could end the show with it. I said, settle down a little, baby. Yes, we want the social media banner, but quick. Oh gosh, it's loading again. It's loading again.
Okay. I'm trying to there. Oh.
No. Hurry up, Ray.
Ah. Get it together, man.
I refreshed it thinking it would pop up, and it's still loading, and it's probably it might make it. It might make it. No, we're just hit stop. Yeah, the stop button. I haven't seen when they have the stop button. This is our third week doing the show, and oh, there we go. This is our third week doing the show. We've missed a couple days here and there. And we are just ramping up on our first month of getting all of our videos cut and segments out there. So if you're hearing this in the future, thanks for listening. Find our socials and things and do all the likes, subscribe, shares, things like that. We do have a few potential guests for the show and to be co-hosts, as well as some interviews that we'll be planning, and we'll be announcing those well ahead of time. But especially be fun having some co-hosts stream the show live with us as well. Here we're ending off with our new generated image, which the morning squirrel, the wake up factoid. What's for breakfast? Let's jam. Are you serious? And it's got our squirrel with a cup of coffee again.
I like it, but it's kind of like you remember like growing up, like the knockoff GI Joes, or like whatever, like the generic toys.
Yeah, that wasn't like the real one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's got all the information, but it's just a little flat.
It's
but
like
it was hurrying up trying to do it, so
it's like the carton of milk that just says milk on it, or like
yeah. Government cheese, yeah.
Just beer. All right, you have anything else, Mike?
No, I don't. Nope. Just like you said, just stay safe. Like pay attention. Probably not a bad idea to like get some survival skills and
yeah, have
and like medical emergencies. Basic stuff. Like even just having like if you're driving, like keeping like a basic like emergency kit with you, and just
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I've never owned a motorcycle, but I had a motorcycle helmet and I kept it in the trunk of my car, and it saved me a couple times from like when it was hailing really bad. I'm like, oh, I got my motorcycle helmet.
Gee, yeah, damn.
I've got stuck in the hail, like where it's like, yeah. Oh, all right, 7:48 a.m.
I'm just imagining like someone looking out their window and they're like he's got a fucking hail helmet.
Well, 7:48 a.m. This is 3-minute radio with the morning squirrel. fun Wednesday morning. I didn't even put up our hump day background. Well, and we'll see you for lunch and be here tomorrow morning and probably going to stream Saturday as well. We'll be announcing our schedules, be back much more on track. So it feels good to be back in the office.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Everybody have a great day.